Hey guys, I haven't left a Facebook Live video in a hot minute. So I was just passing by an old friend of mine who I saw sitting at a cafe, and she told me she threw her back out. And she said, yeah, you have to be careful with how you move. So as a healer, I said to her, what were you thinking about right before you made that move? And she said how someone had called her up and she didn't have the patience, or someone sent her a text and she didn't have the patience to feel like I should stay in the light, light. So she said she didn't have the patience to deal with this person, and for whatever reason, her emotional reaction was to then get so upset with herself or the individual that she actually developed pain and threw her back out. So the reason that I'm sharing this with you guys in the middle of the street I don't want to say where I am, is because we don't need a reason to feel how we feel. I think one of the false things that we learn as a child is when people ask you, why are you crying? And so what that does is that it teaches us that we have to have a reason to answer why we're crying. But sometimes we just cry because we need to cry and we don't actually know why. Sometimes we know why and sometimes we don't. But the ikr, the focus of that is that we don't need a reason for saying no to someone. We don't need a reason for saying, I'm sorry, I don't want to go out tonight. I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm sorry, that doesn't sit well with me. And I think that it's just so essential for us to recognize how our emotions are valid, our thoughts are valid without a reason. And if you're always looking for validation from a concrete reason, then you're inherently taking away this power that's inside of you beyond words, beyond logic. And sometimes the logic is there. We can say, well, we don't feel uncomfortable because there will be X, Y, and Z, and we can then rationalize to ourselves why it's okay to feel the way that we feel. And on the contrary, we don't need that reason to feel validated. Sometimes we can say no, and that's a full sentence. Sometimes we can say we don't want to go out tonight, and we don't need a reason or a justification or an explanation. And we don't have to feel obligated to give people and ourselves justification, reasons, and explanations as to why we choose what we choose. So in honor of my friend, she should have Refuah Shlema, who I saw earlier walking home, who threw her back out after having some negative internal thought process for not wanting to handle someone she wasn't ready to deal with. I give you guys all a bracha that you know that your feelings are valid, and whether you want to do or not do something at any given time is your choice, and that choice does not need reason, it does not need logic, it needs to be acknowledged and validated and listened to simply because it's your truth, and that is invaluable and extremely powerful and really there to help us communicate and maneuver life in the way that's most healthy and most loving for us. So may we all have a Shana Tova Metuka. Validate yourself without needing a reason. If you find one, that's amazing. But know that it's okay to say no and or yes just because you feel that way. You are an amazing person, and just honor that, respect that, and channel it out into the world. Peace.